Howdy everybody, you're watching RobotRallis, and today we're jumping into another Dominaria United Premier Draft, best of one format. And we're already starting it up, nice and easy. We have Sphinx of Clear Skies, which is far and away one of the best cards in the format. It's a little bit expensive, but it also has Ward 2, and if you ever get to attack with it and connect, it's pretty easy to win the game from that point. Looking to get back a Soaring Drake or maybe Hydromancer. I don't think we're getting back anything better than those cards, but we'll see. What do we have at the table again? Toldarian, Spana, XW. I think I've seen Evil Cupcake before. I might actually know this person. I might be mistaken though. So, while obviously we would like to play this card, we're not locked into blue. I mean, bare minimum, it is a card I can keep and just have in my collection as a blue mythic. In this pack, there's not really a lot that jumps out to me. Like, there's Urborg Repossession, that's solid. Academy Wall is fine. Impulse is solid. Choking Miasma is actually not bad, but it does kind of lose some value against some decks. Also a Mana Worker. I think Mana Worker is probably the best card in a vacuum, just because it's a playable 2 that we'll put in pretty much any deck. Now there's Rona's Vortex, which is solid. Other than that, there's Lightning Strike. I think we're supposed to take Lightning Strike here. I'd like to take a Rona's Vortex, but if they're just going to pass us good red cards, we'll take them. Now there's a Battlefly Swarm, and I've been pretty impressed with this card, so we'll take it over the Phalanx, over the Illusionist, and over the Steel Crusher. It might be the case that we're supposed to take the Steel Crusher and be in blue-red, but packs are taking their time to come around. So it may seem weird that we have 3 different cards in 3 different colors right now, but I don't think that's bad. I think it's good. I think we're staying open and not just committing to a strategy. Especially with the packs the way that they were, we kind of have to read the table and take a look at what's clearly open, and then from there we can work our way towards whatever deck we're meant to be in. And while I'd really like to play this and this, we're not committed to either one. Now we have some blue cards and some black cards and then a Contaminated Aquifer. I think we're supposed to take the Aquifer if we take anything. I would play a Talus Lookout. I'd play a Splatter Goblin for sure, but the mana fixing's important. Tribute to Urborg is an on-color removal spell. Otherwise it's like Walking Bulwark or Steel Crusher or Sleeper. Not really going to play either of these. Alright, we have Wooded Ridgeline, another Tribute, or a Toxic A-Bomb. We'll just take another Tribute. 2 removal spells, a Mythic, Battlefly Swarm, and a Fixing Land. Definitely not bad. Definitely seems like black is open. Blue-black specifically. Alright, now we have Haunting Figment, Caves of Koilos, Battle Rage Blessing. We'll just take a Haunting Figment. It's not a great 2, but it is a 2. Another Figment or another Mana Worker. No, we'll just take Vivisector, of course. Kind of stupid of me to overlook that at first. I don't think I overlooked anything in the pack before that, but Vivisector is actually quite nice. The scry is actually much more relevant than it might look at first glance. So between the Contaminated Aquifer and the Salvaged Mana Worker, we have ways to splash the Tribute if we're not definitely in blue. Now there's Academy Wall, Choking Miasma, or Phyrexian Warhorse. I'll take the Warhorse. I've been impressed with that card. Mana Worker or the rare I think it's more important that we have the mana worker than just a random rare. We'll take it, but probably not play this. I mean, I guess we'll take that. Interesting. Interesting to see these red cards at the end of the pack. Well, Leyline Binding is easily splashable and quite strong. And it is just a, removal spell. I'd like to take a Vortic, but we're pretty low on creatures right now. Only 7, and none of them are incredible to get back with Vortic. We'll just take the Leyline Binding, try to find a way to splash it. Brona's quite strong. Otherwise there's Haunted Mire and Splatter Goblin. We already have a couple of 2s. We'll take this, look to get back the Splatter Goblin, or the Sengir Connoisseur. Now there's a Eerie Soul Tender, Necromass, Molten Tributary, which is good for the binding because it's just an extra land type. Otherwise, Talus Lookout. We do have 2 4s already. We don't have any 3s. This is a fine 3. Yeah, I think we're supposed to take it. Baird. Or another Aquifer or Extinguish? Well, we do have 2 salvaged mana workers, so our mana's not bad. We'll just take the removal spell. Another Tribute or a Tide Turner. If we take this, we'll kind of be set on removal. Pilfer, Yavimaya Coast, or Salvaged Mana Worker number 3. I think the Pilfer is actually not bad, we just have to not get run over. I think Pilfer's solid in this format. Adauger Wastes, and a bunch of stuff. We'll just take the Wastes. It doesn't actually make the Leyline Binding better, it just makes it castable. We're not playing any of these cards, we'll just take the uncommon for vault value. Not playing any of these either. The one we want to see the least is Goblin Picker. It's the best one. Interesting that the cards are laying out the way they are. Definitely seems like red is being underdrafted, but it doesn't seem like the card quality is that high. At this point, I think Automatic Librarian is the pick. A little unfortunate, but like, what else are we doing? We don't have anything worth doing here except Tribute to Urborg. I don't think that's good enough. It would just be in the sideboard anyway, so whatever. Keldon Strike Team we'll just put in the sideboard. Interesting. Are we like supposed to be black-red? Give up on Rona, Sphinx, Haunting Figment, Impede Momentum, and the Mana Workers, I guess. Maybe we are supposed to be black-red. We're not 0% to still be black-red. I guess it depends on this pack and what comes around. Or there's an Evolved Sleeper, and that's an on-color rare. And it's not even a bad one, it's solid. We'll take it. Not really looking to wheel either of these. I need the creatures more at this point. We have 10. Also a little bit low on playables. Voda, Shadow Prophecy. I think we'll take the Shadow Prophecy. We have a way to kick the Urborg Repossession, but we don't really have the creatures to justify it. I think we're just gonna, as painful as it sounds, take a Toxic A-Bomb. We just need playable 2s. Now it looks like we're a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's supposed to be Tide Turner or Molten Tributary. We'll take a Tide Turner. We have a lot of spells with Kicker between the 3 tributes and the Phyrexian Warhorse, stuff like that. I would play the Tributary, but I'm interested in a 2 that's good. Haven't seen many of these in play, but I don't think it's bad. I just think it needs a specific home. And usually in the blue-red deck that wants to, you want to play like other 2s. You want to play the Haunting Figments, you want to play the G2 Amplifiers. This just doesn't have a very good home. Blue-black is more of a home for it, and well, that's what we're playing, so. Alright, well, we're taking some time here. I'll give it a pause. Another land, a War Leech, which is kind of bad, and a Shadow Prophecy. We'll just take the Contaminated Aquifer. 2 good fixing lands, a Dark Hour Wastes, 2 Mana Workers. That should be enough to make the 1 of Leyline Binding okay. Frost Fist or Talus Lookout. I don't think we want another 5. I think we're supposed to just play the Talus Lookout. Replaces itself, not bad, yeah. Now we have another Frost Fist and a Battlefly Swarm. I think I'm supposed to take the Frost Fist here. Well, these are all misses. That's pretty unfortunate. Guess we'll take this as a card that we just don't want to see. Tribute comes back. I mean, we are going to take it. I don't know if we play it, but we will take it. Vote a Sea Scavenger or Timely Interference. What's our creature count? 15? We could play low creature count. Not super low, just low. Rare, okay. Uncommon Vault Value. I'll take this. Throw a possibility. Okay, so yeah, I didn't get any white fixing lands at all besides the Dark Hour Wastes, which is not bad, it's just not very good. Let's go ahead and switch our view a little bit. No thanks. We'll just go down one of those, up one of these. Are we playing a basic plains? 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 9 with 2 plains, 2 salvaged mana workers. Have to cut 2 cards. Play 17 lands. Yeah, I think 17 is appropriate for this deck. I think we're supposed to cut from the 2s. Maybe we cut 1 tribute. Eerie Soul Tender's the only way we're getting creatures back from our graveyard. A little unfortunate. We should have probably picked up one of those Herbivore Great Possessions. We do have the mana workers to kick it after all. What are we supposed to cut? Maybe the Frost Fist is a little bad. Nah, it's fine. It's a 4/4. Has some protection, taps something. I think it's fine. Haunting Figment does seem like one of the worst cards. What do we have it to compensate them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think that's enough stuff on the low end. And then at 3 we have Librarian. I don't really want to cut the Librarian because I think having a 3-power creature this low in the curve is important. I don't want to cut any removal spells. Maybe it is just supposed to be one of the tributes, or maybe the Pilfer. Yeah, I guess Pilfer is a bit slow if we're not really having a lot of great things to do early. Yeah, we'll play it like this, see if we can bring this to a victory. Alright, see y'all in the first game. Okay, well we have some stuff we're going to keep. That is double black, so we can cast it. Battlefly Swarm. I don't mind playing against green. Green-red, though, is a bit... Okay, well, we're just gonna fire off the removal spell immediately for that. No thanks. Bye-bye. Next turn we have the Eerie Soul Tender, and then turn 4 we have Natural Rona. Seems like we have a good game plan at least. Okay, well we're just gonna go to combat first and foremost. They have something. If they want to burn this, that's fine with me. Okay, well... I guess we're gonna pause because they're gonna rope us. Okay, they decide we're allowed to have our turn, we're gonna attack. Deal some damage. Play out the Soul Tender. Oh wow, I can't believe I kept Impede Momentum. I would definitely rather play the Pilfer than this. Yeah, they can kill that. I mean, they don't actually get a card out of it, so whatever. Interesting. Well, I would like to just immediately cash this in for a spell if I can, so we're just gonna attack. Play out the Rona, and if they have a burn spell for it, so be it. They don't. Well, they might, but might be sorcery. Uh-oh. Well, they're stalled out on land, so we're just gonna try and apply as much pressure as we can. Just play out the 3/2 flyer. Tapped land, that's not gonna do it. Yeah, they just concede. Okay, fair enough. What land was that anyway? Was that a blue splash? Nope. Blue... Oh, wow, blue-black. Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, that is the fail case of 5-color domain. You don't draw the right half of your deck, and you just can't cast your spells, and none of your stuff matters. Thankfully, we had the removal for the Root Walla. Not that they had a really good way to do anything with it, but... Yeah, we're going to go back to our deck here, and we're just going to take out the Impede Momentum, bring in the Pilfer. I'd rather be proactive and remove their threats than be reactive and tap them down for a turn or two. Alright. We have a fine enough hand. We have a 2, a 3, and a removal spell. And good mana, so we'll keep. They're going first, which is always a tenuous proposition for a deck like this. But we have some good stuff, and they're on the mall as well. Well, I'm not feeling too bad about any potential aggression they have. Hello. Our opponent seems kind. They want to do some stuff. We'll drop a cake. Alright, well, we are just going to play out the A-bomb. If they want to burn it, that's fine with me. They don't. Okay. What you got? Keldon Strike Team. Sure. Well, we'll block. Blocking is good for me, bad for them. Sphinx, that's a good one. We'll keep the plains, bottom the island. We have the Leyline Binding after all. It'll be 3 mana. Next turn we have Tribute, which is just -2/-2, and Leyline Binding. I think we're supposed to play out the plains first and attack. They didn't draw a land, which means this Sphinx is probably going to be able to connect at least once. We'll just pass, hold up the Leyline Binding. They might have a 2/2 flash. Yep, called it. I'm not doing anything about it, so whatever. Well, that's not very good for me. I think we're supposed to kill this now. Alright, so they could easily have bone splinters, but I don't think I can afford to play around it. We're just gonna go to combat first and foremost, see if they want to trade away a couple. They don't. Fine by me. Yeah, it seems like they have the bone splinters. Vivisector. Well, that's not a bone splinters. So we are going to get to attack. Is there anything that actually blows me out here? For this much mana? No. They get a scry, but I didn't want to take 3 damage, so whatever. Interesting, if they hadn't played out the Vivisector, well, they wouldn't have gotten a scry, but like... Well, we're just gonna attack here and see what happens. Alright, well, some pretty good cards. I just think we take whatever pile has 2. We'll take this. Play out a swamp. Play out a Rona. Hold up the timely interference. I don't remember if they scry to the top or the bottom. Herborg, repossession, sure. Car doesn't do much in this position, just a chump blocker. They're just gonna play it out main phase. It's fine by me. They can't really attack here, so it'll just be my turn. Sure. Alright, well, I think I'm fine with them chump blocking. And they can't kill my Rona either. So I think we're supposed to attack all. See what my opponent has to say about it. I mean, if they want to, like, quad block my Rona, they can kill it that way. I guess triple block also technically does it. Okay, so we do get the timely interference there. They knew I had that card, so that's definitely a very strange block. They get some scry. Fine by me. I don't think we play out any of our creatures here. I think we just pass turn, hold up removal spells. Well, R1 removal spell. They're looking for something. I don't know if it's a land or a sweeper. The Aquifer pass turn. Well, whatever it is, I can't imagine it's enough. Unless it's specifically sweeper. Well, is this bone splinters? That does just leave them in a pretty bad spot. Okay. We can't do anything about that, so we won't. Go to combat, put them to 1. Play out a Vivisector. I think we hold the Tie Turner. So now they're dead to an instant or sorcery. They have a sweeper now. Good game. Subscribe to the bottom. Okay, yeah. My opponent has seen enough. Alright, well. See y'all in the next one. Okay, we found our opponent, and CZ, okay. We have Natural Tron here. I think we do play out the Evolved Sleeper turn 1. As goofy as that sounds, I think it's okay. Just have a lot of stuff here. Turn 1 rare opponent, year ago. Looks like they're on the slow play plan, which is fine by me. We'll take some damage, but we're very ahead on board right now. And next turn we have a draw 2. Crystal Grotto, not really threatened by that card too much. We are a bit low on removal, but if they play something absurd here, we can just leyline binding it. A Splatter Goblin does not really fit the bill. We can attack with Evolved Sleeper, and if they block it, we could just turn it into a 2/2 and play out the Salvage Mana Worker post-combat. Sure, if they want to block. Actually, we don't even have to do anything to it. Yeah, I think we're just not even going to worry about it. We'll just cast a Shadow Prophecy on their turn. Hold up a Leyline Binding if they have some kind of fight spell. Sure. No blocks from me. Rager. Understandable. We'll take a Aquifer and an Automatic Librarian. Pretty happy to see a land at least. And then this turn we can cast a Vivisector. Well, now we can cast a Mana Worker. Fine by me. Oh, we don't really have the best attacks, do we? Not really. We'll just play out this, and we'll play out this. I think we're supposed to keep the island, and then keep the tribute as well. It's not great here, but it's fine. Yeah. No, they don't really have too many great plays here. I guess we're just going to trade this Sleeper for the Splatter Goblin. Pilfer, sure. Getting rid of that's fine. Means that it does necessarily seem like they have some kind of cool play they want to make. I think we're gonna tap down the Splatter Goblin, the Frost Fist Rider. If they want to trade off, that's fine. Sure. 5 mana, okay. What you got? Life totals are tied up, so the Evolved Sleeper might actually start to draw cards soon. Well, Elfhame Worm is fine by me. What do we have? 1? So it'll get -3, -3. Bring it down to 2, which would still kill the Automatic Librarian. A little unfortunate. So we're gonna attack with the Frost Fist Strider only. If they'd like to block, that's okay. They do not want to block, fine by me. Play out a Phyrexian Vivisector. Keep up the Evolved Sleeper and the Tribute to Urborg. This doesn't seem like a game we're absolutely slated to win, sadly. Magnagoth Sentry is fine by me. We have a lot of beef, that's for sure. We're just gonna do this. Wait, what? Oh yeah, we don't have the Salvage Mana Worker in play. Okay, so... now I think we still attack with the Frostfist Strider. We won't kick. And then I think we pass again. Alright, we have... this looks like Tail Swipe, maybe? Tail Swipe would be good for me. Colossal Core, that's fine. Sure. I mean, we will just do this, like... alright, sure. It's 3/3 with Death Touch, right? Yep, Death Touch counter, okay. We'll play out the land. And now we can start drawing cards, so we really don't have any reason to do anything. We're playing from ahead big time, with a removal spell in hand as well as card draw. They have their own Shadow Prophecy, which is fine. We can kill the thing here, but I don't think it's worth. I think we'll just let them do what they want. They also take 2 damage in this exchange, go to 8. We're not far from just winning the game. We'll block if they attack with the Elfheim Worm. We'll also block if they attack with Splatter Goblin. Splatter Goblin will block with the Automatic Librarian. They just play another Rager. That's fine. They gain some life, but they also lose the life, so it's even. Block here, fine by me. Okay, so we blow out the strength of the coalition. Alright, they fizzle that. Go to damage. My turn, and we can't do anything with that now, so we won't. We'll just play out the island. Pass turn again. Actually, did we do this? I'll play it out, whatever. Now we can draw a card, we have great stuff on board. Didn't really see a reason to attack with a Frost Fist there, so I didn't. We're low on cards, but... oh, what's this? Sure. We got a card out of it. It's 2 for 1. Well, we will use this. What you got? Ooh, unfortunate opponent. Alright, so now we're just going to attack with a Frost Fist and see what they'd like to do. Sure. Extinguish? Sure, I'm fine with that. Two great removal spells. attack here. Okay, fine. Chump check did not work out. We have 2 removal spells. We have some card draw in the deck, don't we? Not much. That's not really good for me. I think we're gonna tribute. No, we'll extinguish. Bink. I would not like to let that get in any extra value. They're at 8 here. We just need something to go over the top. Our mythic would be nice. Yeah, we'll just attack all, see what they have to say about it. Do we just tribute the Phyrexian Rager? No, I think we just let it go. We do scry 2, right? Sure. Timely Interference is just a redraw. I will bottom that. Island is not worth anything. We'll bottom that. Pass turn. Vine Wall's fine, just a redraw, and it only gets some land. Unfortunately, it does block, but... Wooded Ridgeline, okay. Oh, Eerie Soul Tender is actually quite nice. Puts us a little closer to being milled out, but they're at 7. I don't think that's a big concern of mine. We mill some stuff. No attacks. Pass turn. We still have a removal spell for something that actually matters. They play a land. My turn. Warhorse, we can kick it too. Can we kick it? Yes, we can. They'll take 3, or will they kill it? They will kill it. Fine by me. Even deals 5. Good for them. Damage. Kick. And we don't really gain much by playing out the swamp, except mana next turn, so I will. Alright, they do nothing, fine by me. What do we have in the graveyard anyway? Librarian, Frostfist Strider. Yeah, it seems like it's going to be the Strider. Attack all. Extinguish. Sure. We have 8 mana, so we'll play out the Tide Turner and use the Eerie Soul Tender on their turn, assuming we don't have to tribute something. They just concede. Okay, fair enough. They had what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands? I mean, how many did we have? 6, 7, 8, and then we pitched 1, we milled 1, and we pitched 1 to the Shadow Prophecy. Yeah, so we did draw a lot more spells than we did lands that game. A little lucky. While it is important to recognize that sometimes you're unlucky, recognizing the times that the variance is in your favor is also quite important. Alright, see y'all in the next game. We have found our 4th opponent, and we have an okay hand. We need another blue source, but we do have some card draw to get us there. We have a turn 2, turn 3, and a removal spell. Hello. Basic, okay. Well, there's our there's a second blue source, so we're on pace if we draw any untapped land now. Well, Iconoclast is definitely a strong card. I think we're supposed to play out the Toxic A-Bomb. Yeah, we'll play out the Toxic A-Bomb. And then we can still use the Tribute if they want to try and use Bite Down or something. Well, that's not very good for me, so I think we have to kill here. Alright, well that's all they had for the turn. So now I think we are going to play out the A-Bomb again, which is a little unfortunate, but we can still cast a Shadow Prophecy. And the next turn we have a Sphinx. Nail. Okay, yeah. Just cast this in response. Well, we'll take both. And I think we might end up actually killing. I don't know. I think we're supposed to pilfer. Let's see what's up. Well, that's certainly interesting. They're a ways away from casting a Mossbeard. So I think we're supposed to take a Bortuk and then kill that. Yeah. It's a little lame. I don't really want to kill it, but they have a really bad hand right now. Now we can play this out, and they don't really have any clean way of dealing with it as is. Alright, very, very nice. Very, very good for me, that's for sure. Attack all, they go to 4. We get 2 great cards. They can separate the piles however they want. We're going to take the removal spell. Choose pile 2. Play this and play this. End turn. And that should be the game. That's fine, but you're still dead. Yeah. Does enough for each, so they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're just dead. Good game. I mean, we did draw our mythic rare in that game as well. And obviously, any game we can play that and back it up is pretty good. Really, really glad that we cast the Pilfer. There's definitely a chance that the game would have gone horribly awry had we not. Now we're sitting at 4 wins. Alright. We are not first, but we do have a pair of 2s and a 4. I think we'll keep it. Basic Swamp for them, Basic Swamp for me. I think we play out the Toxic A-Bomb. Highest power and toughness, so we can back it up with a Vivisector next turn. We also have the Warhorse to kick now. Eerie Soul Tender, sure. They're gonna get a lot of stuff in their graveyard. Alright, well, this definitely seems like a deck that's not bad. play this out. Attack for 3. They will just take it. That's interesting. Display Swamp. We might just be casting the War Horse as a 3/3. I don't know. No blocks. Well, there's a Sojourner. It's not very good for me. Well, the bad news is that pretty much any combat trick they have does get me here. So I think we're supposed to play out the Phyrexian Warhorse and pass turn. And then not attack. Interesting. Well, they got 4 colors. Hopefully they have something that's not too great. Well, that's pretty good for them. Evolved Sleeper. Yeah, that's a fun enough card. I'll keep it. So we can block the Sojourner. We can't block the... Or we can't block the Sojourner. We can block this. And I think we will. I probably should have blocked with the Vivisector. Still keeping. Alright. Strider, tap. Beats, pass. And we have Timely Interference, which is pretty good against Bite Down if they try and kill my Strider. Or they might just kill it now, who knows? Can't really do much about it if they do. Smells like it might be Bite Down. Tail Swipe. Yeah, fair enough. It's during their main phase, so the Timely Interference wouldn't have even gotten there anyway, so... It's not a bad card, but I don't really think it's what I need now. I need to remove this. Looks like they have something. Urborg Repossession? Yep, called it. They take a pain, but they gain life. Pretty bad. Might just be taken right out of the game with that one. Yeah, we'll cast this. We're just gonna hit them for 2. Pass turn. Sure. They do have a follow-up after this, which is unfortunate. We can't really block though. Five. Yep. I still have 2 more unknowns in hand. Librarian's fine. That can actually block relatively well. Don't cuck me. Just give me the mana. Alright, well, Arona is nice, but I don't know if it's good enough. It's definitely not really good enough on board right now. It's not awful, though. Maybe it is just okay. No. We need removal, and we have removal. We just need to draw it. I can't attack. I think we have to stay back and block with the Evolved Sleeper. Sure. we'll go to blocks. We'll block here. We'll block here, here, and here. They have something to blow me out probably, but I mean there's not really much I could do about it. Really? What the fuck is that? Okay, yeah, I mean I guess I do have the Volch Tide Turner. Okay, go to damage. Well, I should have used my timely interference. Alright, tribute we're gonna keep on top. Keep and still keep. What you got? Vine Shaper kicked. Sure. He's getting a lot of card advantage here. And 2 probably removal spells in hand. Nothing worth using them on. Okay. Sentry, sure. We'll use this now. I think we just need to get deeper into the deck. Really? Why are we casting the spell in the worst way? I don't need the Adarkar wastes. It absolutely refuses to do it the other way. Whatever. We'll do it this way and pass turn. Plan on double blocking the Magnagoth Sentry. Enthrall to the Pit kicked, huh? It's pretty good for them. I'm sure. Ain't doing much else. Okay, yeah, we'll block, and come on, we'll block, and we'll take 4 to 3. That's our turn, though. That's the good news. Eerie Soul Tender. That's a Sphinx. Yeah, they know it's there now. No attacks, pass turn. Attack if you will. Ain't too many options. I go to 1, what follow-up do they have? Sentry. Okay, yeah, that will do it. No draws that beat a 4/4 and a 5/5 on that board right there. Alright, 1 loss. Let's see if we can bring it back. Okay. We have found an opponent and we have a pretty good hand. We'll keep it. Missing a removal spell, but I think that's okay. We'll play out the Tide Turner. No, I think we'll play out the Toxic Avon. Interesting. If they'd like to kill it, that's fine with me. Mesa Cavalier, sure. We'll attack. Blocking is great for me. Nope, okay. I want to play either... I want to play out the Contaminated Aquifer. We might not draw another land here, so I'll play it out and play the Tide Turner. Life totals are kind of tied up here, not too different. What you got? Sure. Oh, well, that's not very good for me. Yeah, we're under some pressure, that's for sure. Well, they don't block again, which is, well, it's not good for me, to say the least. Maybe they don't have a great payoff here. Well, we do mill 3 lands, that's good news. Mana Worker's fine. And we'll take 5, go to 11. Untap and play a Sphinx after attacks. Although it might be useful to tribute. We'll do this. They'll block. That's fine with me. That gives me an opening to tribute, but that's only -2, so not really worth. What are the odds that they have unconditional removal in hand? Well, pretty much every spell does it. Arin is not going to do it. Not a lot of cards in the format. Oops. Yeah, I'm not really buying it, but I have to block. I'm at an extremely low life total. Trade 2 for 1's fine with me. Now what? I think we have to kill the flyer. They have no cards in hand. Now we're just going to cast a Mana Worker and Shadow Prophecy on their turn. I don't mind losing. Oh, sure, that's fine. They could sacrifice it if they want to. We'll take both, because we have to. Well, these are fine. So we're going to lose the Eerie Soul Tender no matter what. Only question is to what and how. We'll play the Librarian first. Extinguish we'll keep on top, land we'll put on the bottom, and then we'll play out this too. Then we'll just pass the turn, and they can do some stuff if they want to. They don't want to. The 2/4 is pretty annoying, to be honest, but with this removal spell on top, we kind of get to sit back and relax a bit. Play this out. Just pass the turn, see what my opponent has to do. Well, if their plans do nothing, I'm fine with that. Not really worried about the Vanguard that much either. Doesn't grant trample or anything, so whatever. We do go shields down if we play this, but I don't think that's a big concern. I mean, if they kill it, we just trade. And no attacks. Warhorse kicked. Well, that's not very good for me. Still have pretty good blocks on the ground. Sleeper. Okay, well, that's a card that puts pressure on the opponent. It's pretty good for me. What you got? Argivian Phalanx, sure. They gonna do it? They are. Interesting. Alright. So it could be Phyrexian Warhorse that's giving them the priority here. We don't know though. We don't have 3 mana. No, we don't. Yeah. Just go back to my turn. We will play this and we will tap the Aran for a turn. It's a fine use of our mana. And then we'll peck in the air for 3. We're not really concerned about getting the value out of the sleeper. I think we have enough value going on. We just want to survive a combat. If they want to kill, that's fine. Sure. I'm really, really happy without dying. So, alright, 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom, and we get... Well, I wish I could have stacked those a little different. Guess we'll take a plains. Rona. Yeah, Rona's good. Alright, well if their plan is to do nothing, that's fine with me. Play this out. Play out the Rona. No attacks. We can draw a card or extinguish the light if we think we need to. We're also at 10 instead of less. Sengir Connoisseur is definitely not a card I'm happy to see. Definitely seems like that's what we should be killing, but we're going to draw a card instead. First. Okay, that's good. We pass. Oh, they couldn't have sacrificed it. So that's actually fine. We are in a tight spot. We do have to kill this creature, unfortunately. Go to attackers, see what they'd like to do. They'll attack there. We'll extinguish the Aran if we can. Gain a life. Okay, Splatter Goblin, what is it targeting? Targeting Shouldered's Faithful? Oh, interesting. Yeah, we're gonna kick it. Can I kick it? Yes, I can. We'll take another life drain, please. pretty full stack here, huh? We go to 10. They lose 2 creatures. They get some counters thrown around, but we have a Death Touch creature and a lot of beef, so they don't really have too many options. Don't know what their last card is, but maybe they want to sacrifice in response or something? Yeah, it's enough, so yeah. That, and I gain 3, maybe? They let it go, they don't sacrifice it. Interesting. So that was really good for me, as you can imagine. They do have a lot of beef, but you know what I have? A lot of other good stuff. Just take that and play that and go to combat, see what my opponent has to offer. Well, we're passing the turn really, but you know. There will come a point very soon where we can just attack all. Ten cards in deck for me. We do have to get our opponent dead at some point. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No, 8 mana. So they can pump once with the Vanguard. I do have to remember that. And the Warhorse is definitely a consideration as well. Sure. I mean, if they're just going to do nothing, we're just going to draw another card. Draw 2 cards. Alright, we're just going to kick this. And then next turn we're going to attack. In fact, we might just be attacking for 7 now. Whatever they'd like to do is fine with me. If they want to double block, that's okay. If they don't want to double block, they're just dead next turn. Okay, sure. We have Tribute to Urborg and just a metric shitload of blockers. This game went a lot longer than I was hoping, but okay. I think the Warhorse is the way that they win the game here, so we'll just try to kill that. It's a lot. You can sacrifice something if you want to, but really I just wanted to get 6 power off the board and get you for a life. Alright, so now we have to block however much damage this is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not the best blocks ever, but it does leave us with stuff and it does kill all their stuff. So I don't really care. Do what you want. They have no cards in hand. I don't even have to do the math here, they're just dead. We're trying to figure out the best way to do all this. It doesn't matter. GG. We do a lot of triggering, and it doesn't matter because we win. Alright, well, That puts us at 5-1, which means we're officially in the money here. I think we did play pretty conservatively against a deck with a lot of unknown stuff going on, but we also just had a lot of value, and I think the longer the game went, the more advantaged we were, so I do think it was correct to play like that. Alright, see y'all in the next game. Alright, we found an opponent, and they're going first, but we have a 2/3 and a removal spell and our mythic, so we'll keep it. Pretty strong card. Fourth land is pretty great to see. We have double black and double blue. 3-color, okay. Well, Mana Worker's fine with me. A little late to the party, but that's alright. Avon. They're gonna scout, that's fine. White, black, green, and what is this? Well, someday they'll find whatever basic they're looking for. Another black. Okay, looks like they do have a double black removal spell or something. I think we're supposed to just attack here and play out a Erase Soul Tender. Chop them for 1 bird, sure. I'm not very bothered by 1 bird. They could have follow-ups, but I think the way that we win this game is just more aggression. So we'll attack both and see what happens. Fine by me. A little unfortunate the way that I made my mana work there. We'll just play this out and pass turn. Shield Wall Sentinel, do they have another one? That'd be pretty wild. Might actually be a game at that point. Another Shield Wall Sentinel, sure. Expecting that to kind of be it as far as major advantage goes on that thing. They might have another, who knows. Contaminated Aquifer, huh? Yeah, I think we're supposed to play that. Attack with this, see what my opponent says about it. We're just gonna take it, fine by me. We'll just pass. If they want to play out a shield wall, we'll attempt to kill the Wing Mantle in response. Tatiova, well that's a card. Yeah. Pretty good one, no less. Yeah, we are going to try and do it. Alright. So we do have some competition here, that's for sure. Gonna play this out. No attacks. Pass turn. They could play out their other Shield Wall Sentinel and get a bird here. Well, they have a removal spell they can cast immediately. Then we can start attacking with the Eerie Soul Tender. Get the Sphinx back. 2 unknowns. Well, another shield wall is not something I'm worried about. That takes this off the table. They do have black mana, so they could have the Death Touch combat trick. which would be a 1-for-1 with one of well, with the Sphinx. I wouldn't really mind that too much. Clockwork Drawbridge, sure. 5 mana to tap this down every turn. That'd be okay with me. Another land too, wow, pretty good hand. Well, we have that, so cool. Attack here. They will single block, sure. Play a swamp, play this past turn. And we can single... Oh no, actually we can do all 3 this turn, nice. If we tap the mana right anyway. That's really more up to Arena than it is me though, so... Yep, you see what it is. A good card. Yeah, you gotta hold up 5 mana for that thing, buddy. Means you have 2 mana left for the turn if you want to do anything. One Wing Mantle. Sojourner? Yeah, sure, that's fine. Means I can't tap. Very interesting. No blocks. Oh no, they have a land. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Draw Arona, that's nice. Darkar Wastes can get me the Phyrexian Warhorse. And I think I am going to do that, but first we're going to go to combat and see if they use all their mana. Sure. Would you like to do that? Sure, they would. Alright, so we can attack with the Evolved Sleeper. They have pretty bad blocks, but I think instead we kick a Warhorse. Whoops. Cancel. Play this. Yeah, kick. Auto pay. Alright, we're fine paying a little bit of life into that thing for a pretty big bonus. Then we have draw a card, and we also have Warhorse and Battlefly Swarm. So we kind of have it all. They can attack for 2 if they want. They can play something for 3 or less here if they want to tap, otherwise, no tap. They're going to go to attacks, fine by me. Attack with 2 birds. Alright, looks like they're on the tap plan for now, fine by me. Oh, attack with that as well, huh? Pretty bad attacker here. Pass to blockers. Do I block? No, I don't. Our life total is a resource and we plan on using it. Okay. Okay, well, if their plans do nothing, I'll just try to draw a card. That's a good one. So leyline binding is nice. It's not great, but it is nice. Go to combat. Sure. Probably gonna take 2 more off the birds, but that doesn't bother me much. Do I attack with the Evolved Sleeper? No. I think it's fine to stay home as a blocker. I think we play out the Librarian though. Scry 2's good. Keep like that. Pass turn and leyline binding the Clockwork Drawbridge. I have something here, don't know what it is, but well, whatever it is, they're thinking about it. This is a buyback? Really? Well, I don't think I like that. Yeah, definitely not a fan of them getting that back with Bortuk. Instead, they can have nothing. Very greedy play by the opponent. Banalish Sleeper? Sure, that's fine. We'll sacrifice a 1/1. Oh, they didn't even kick it. Interesting. The greed. Sure. Now this turn we're going to attack with the Sleeper as well as the Sphinx, whichever seems appropriate. They have some pretty big choices to make here. Sure. Okay, well if their plan is just let us abyss them, that's fine with me. We're gonna extinguish that on their turn. Unless their plan is to attack me with like everything, and then I might have to kill the Sojourner. Or the 3/3 possibly. Well, those are good cards. Can't really do much about it, so I won't. Yeah. We'll wait till they attack. Alright, my trap has been sprung. Let's go to blocks. Block here. Block here. And do we block there? No, I think I'm fine. Another Shield Wall Sentinel, huh? Interesting. Well, I think now we just draw a card though. Alright, well, we're missing on some tribute to Urborgs, but we have some attacks here, so we're gonna go ahead and attack. They block with a salvaged mana worker. I'm definitely happy with that. Yeah, we'll just take this spell. They have nothing in hand. They're living on a prayer here. They can't even cast, like, a thing anymore. They can't even cast their spells. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way things are looking now. They're not dead on board, but they're pretty close. Might be chump with bird time now. I don't know. Missing on removal's been pretty bad for me. How many of those do we draw anyway? One? Yeah. So we have three more left in the deck. They want to attack both, that's fine with me. I don't think we're blocking just yet. Okay, they just pass. Alright, that's fine. Cool. We'll take the W, move up to Platinum Tier 1. Alright, that puts us at what, 6 wins? Alright, let's go into our 8th game. See if we can coast to another victory off the back of a 5-5 with Ward 2. Beating the Wing Mantle was good. I think the Lightning Strike on their own thing was actually quite greedy. They had a pretty solid game plan going, and they even had recursion. And they blew it on a really bad play. Ooh, wow, this person's pretty high up there. Alright, well, we have a kind of medium hand, not very good. Is it good enough? I don't know. Guess we're gonna find out. I have a good number of 2s and a good number of 3s. Hopefully we draw into some cheap stuff in removal. Sadly, nothing yet. Sunlit Marsh, okay. Alright, well if their plans do nothing, I'll definitely play out a Soul Tender and pass turn. Why, they want to counter it? What's this impulse? Well, we mill 3 creatures. That's pretty fine with me. No, they have Timely Interference, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really worried about Timely Interference. Dark our wastes and we can play a Leyline Binding. I think I'm going to use the Leyline Binding on something if it's good enough. Well, if their plan is nothing, I'm okay with that. I'll just play out a Swamperino and attack. Oh, you got it, buddy. A-okay with me. Sphinx. Auto pay. If they want to counter it, I can just get it back with the Eerie Soul Tender later, so fine by me. Alright. Flying creature doesn't do it. They need a 3 mana removal spell. They can bounce it. Yeah, Ward 2 is a real beating. Phyrexian Espionage kicked. Sure, we'll just go to Swamp. Pretty bad plan. Yeah, we'll start with attacks. Okay, well, as crazy as it sounds, I think we're supposed to take this. Then we'll just pass with all this stuff up. Sure. They can cast, well, Rager's not going to do it. You know, if they have specifically bone splinters, that would have been bad. Alright, well, they have a 3-1. That's also not going to do it. I think we're going to kill the 3-1. We'll Shadow Prophecy first. I mean, sure, we'll take those. Drew another removal spell, so we will kill this. Go to combat. Beat in again. Oh. That might just be game over. I think we pilfer first and take a look at what's in their hand. Well, none of those do anything, do they? They have white mana? Yeah, they do. They can make you pay 2 extra for a spell. I'll take that. Whatever. Bone Splinters? That put them back in the game at least. As it is right now, this is looking like a 7th win if I've ever seen it. We have 3 removal spells, more aggression, a way to get back the Sphinx. We've gone through more than half of our deck. They've been no slouch either. They had card draw, they milled 3. Sure. Fine by me. Shore up, sure. Okay, well, I think we're gonna actually do that. I guess we just go to combat, so whatever. Let's give us a reach. No. They could just be dead here. Or not. We'll take the automatic librarian. Play out the Tide Turner. Okay, yeah, I think we just pass like this. They're just dead. Okay. Alrighty. Well, unfortunately, we did have the 1 loss, but we did get to 7 victories. Pretty good draft, pretty good deck. We did draw that mythic a lot of times, and that's really, I think, the only way that we were gonna win all those games like that. We'll go ahead and open up those boosters now. Cool. Always love to see a wild card. Alright, well, thank you so much for tuning in. You've been watching RobotRallis. I certainly hope that you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be having some articles going up on hipsters of the coast. Go ahead and check that out. First one should be going up on Tuesday, and then one the week after that. They're sponsored by Card Kingdom. Go ahead and go there for all of your deck building and sleeving and general magic needs. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a good day.